For those of y'all who don't know me, I'm Dying Dude. I have been playing this game since it was released in late 2017. I was looking for a nice Metroidvania to play, and this hits all the marks. So let's go ahead and get the run started. We're going to start on easy because it's fast. And then we will start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Like I said, this game came out in late 2017. I fell in love with it in my casual playthrough, and basically after completing all of the endings and just wanting to find more excuses to play the game, I started routing the speedrun for it. And my first submission on speedrun.com was about 4.5 hours. It used a lot of strats that were suboptimal, and at the time there was some quality of life improvements that hadn't been released yet, like the finisher update, and there wasn't really any exploits that we could use. Sometime last year, someone discovered a bug that we could actually exploit called moon jump, and that drastically reduced what at the time my record was about 2.5 hours to now the current world record is at just under an hour. So this little starting area, the in-game timer doesn't actually run while we're here, but because we don't have a real way of tracking in-game time from outside the game like you do with some other games, we still just time it based on RTA here. The Sundered leaderboard is done based off of in-game time though, so if I remember correctly, in-game time starts as soon as we get movement availability after receiving the sword here. And we're just going to drop down and go in region 1. Drop down again, roll twice, then hope we don't get caught on anything. Drop down again. And then we're going to roll and get a nice 325 shield split. There are a few segments that have very consistent inputs. Like this one right here is, again, 2 rolls and an attack. There's only a few of those throughout the game. There's a lot of RNG to the tile layouts, which we're about to see. This is probably 3 chests. Nope. Actually was the way I wanted to go. Nope. Well, we'll take the luck. That'll help. Luck boosts the amount of shards that drop. There are 3 chests over there, though. Oh, got death blow. Early game, you don't have a lot of movement tech. About all we really have is a roll, and if you jump at the end of a roll, you can kind of do a little bunny hop, which helps a bit with maintaining momentum before we get double jump. A lot of the movement in this game is centered around kind of getting and maintaining your horizontal and vertical momentums. I actually want to go that way because we have a shortcut up here we need to unlock. Thankfully, this is not a dead end. Can be at times. Not getting my bunny hops, but there we go. And of course, the down smash helps a lot with these vertical drops. Going a little slow on this split. This is one of, I think, a total of 5, or, well, 6 required horde encounters in the game. If I have that right. It's the first one. When playing the game casually, monsters will just keep spawning, and every now and again you'll hear a little gong sound that's themed based on the region you're in. Like, the music grows in intensity and enemies just keep spawning until that goes away. With hordes like this, you're kind of waiting on a trigger, like, or trying to kill the horde for a trigger, in this case, is to turn on the power from that switch that we hit. That's another really satisfying switch to hit, if you get that bunny hop. About a minute slower here than I usually am, but we'll keep it. This is kind of a bit of a warm-up, so... That was a little rough, but we'll be fine. We'll grab that chest on the way back. So Luther X09 is really easy. You want to try and chain down attacks. I want to try and get another finisher off on him right here, and then just sit in this corner and he'll come back. He won't get thrown around anywhere. And you get a nice 2-cycle kill there. I'll grab that chest on the way back. Oh. Accidentally double hit that split. So now we have double jump. Alright, I'm gonna try this. There we go. With double jump, if you manage to get a melee attack off on an enemy or a chest or something like that, you can then, it resets your double jump. Double jump's also very useful for maintaining momentum, which we'll see more of when we get into more advanced tech like smash boosting and cannon boosts. Oh. Corrupted treasures are a chance for a random perk drop, which we already got a couple. Not some of the more desired ones, but anything that helps. That's not the way we want to go. Do hear another chest below us, though. Kind of an unfortunate pathing here. Shall we try for it again? You might see me switching to analog inputs for some of these jumps. That's because the PS4 controller sometimes likes to register my left up attack or up attacks as regular air attacks, etc. That shrine that we just picked up, lethargy leaves our spirit, gives us increased stamina regen. Like crazy fast stamina regen. So it's very useful early game. And in some specific segments. It's incredibly useful when you get, say, air dash. I like it when I can find a stamina shrine in Region 3. There's one segment in particular where I've found one very useful. But, like everything else, it's all RNG, so... You may notice I'm doing a lot of up attacks while I'm doing these vertical climbs. That's because the vertical attack does give you both a little bit more vertical momentum as well as a little more height with your jump. Debated. See if that's the drop. Nope. Fortunately, we didn't get a smooth drop. Slow death awaits your foes is basically like a dot that gets applied to enemies that you attack. I'm going a bit slow right now. That's fine. We'll see how the commentary goes as we go. Man, a lot of these are just out of the way. All that glitters is revealed. That's a nice one, especially for this segment. Because right now we're trying to get shards. Although we probably have enough shards for this part of the game. But every shard helps. Go ahead and grab this chest. The chests in the purple area of region 2 have the most shards for this region. It is usually pretty risky to grab chests in this segment though, just because we have no upgrades and the mobs are very strong. But we seem to have gotten a bit of a break from that. I may have spoke too soon. Making our way to the air dash. Air dash lets us dash through those gravity wells, known in the community as grape soda. We'll be using that to activate moon jump in 2 more splits when we go pick up Nemesis. Nice, we got another chest, or potion. That one always gets me. As much as I want to grab those 3 chests, we're just going to drop down. Let me grab that chest on the way back. Strength allows us to do a heavy attack to smash those locks, and we can use it to do a smash boost. Basically do the smash attack and then cancel it into a roll. And we'll be doing a lot of that on this run. Provided I remember to do it. And maybe not through things like that. Probably overkill on shards, but now have rebirth. So the only skills we want to buy before the merchant mask is energy regen and luck. Then we want to equip rebirth for this next split to activate moonjump. Heard a chest back there, but we have quite a bit of shards for this section. So to activate Moonjump, we simply need to die with Rebirth equipped while standing in the grape soda. Which we thankfully have some right here. So now we have Moonjump. Nice little transition there. So now we're going to keep progressing through the game. Basically right now we're going to use Moonjump to unlock everything we can in Region 3. Starting with these elevators. So that's one elevator, two elevator, then we go over here. Grab steel spine, 3 elevator, cry as we pass chests. Grab the west lock. Grab that chest. And now we have hookshot. I'll go and grab this chest. Then we want to get up here. Do our best to smash through this. And grab the north lock. That was a really good split there. Just one more split left in region 3. We're gonna go up to this elevator. Let's see if I can do this nice transition here. Done better, but now we're going to come down a bit, go over, and then drop all the way down. I may use that to grab some more chests on our way up. This would be a good for a marathon run. We didn't get any chests over here, so that's good. Got the east lock done. So that's 3 out of 4 locks for the Region 3 boss. Which means we've got everything we need unlocked in Region 3 for now. So we're going to head on to the Region 1 mask. Drop down, roll once, hit that switch so we have it open later. Smash roll, jump. Keep an eye out for chests as we go. Although 4,500 before we even do this encounter is pretty good. We'll drop down to get this switch. This one does not trigger a horde encounter, thankfully. It does, however, activate a mini-boss in this area, but we'll be saving him for later. Maybe. That was really bad tile RNG. But we made it. When you're doing moon jump, you can reset your double jump creatively at times by melee attacking in midair. You can also chain the double jump in some ways. But moon jump makes this puzzle really easy. Gonna drop down, smash. I like dropping down on the right here. And then we're going to smash and roll, jump. Then we're going to smash, do this, double jump. Now we have all the minor switches. We just have these big switches to get. So one of the reasons we use this encounter as a part of the route is it's a convenient place to reset Moonjump. You reset Moonjump by triggering Rebirth again. When you saw me trigger Rebirth, you might have seen that it did a screen clear of all the mobs. So this encounter is a horde encounter with these slightly stronger meteoroids. We need to kill 4 of them. Which, if we can manage to group them up like that, that actually, I think, does it. So yeah, as long as we kill that many of them before triggering Rebirth, then we will clear the rest of the encounter. Which that was a gold merchant split, so. So now we are going to go grab Hysteria's hammer. We're going to grab this crit chance and start making our way up towards our second crit chance node. We will grab Monstrous Lure for this split, so if we get any chests, then we'll get more yield out of them. Which there usually are some chests on the way. There's at least one, and occasionally a 3 chest spawn. Fortunately, we can't get that chest without cannon. That's fine. Or can we? Oh, we can. Alright. That was a very clean kill. Cannon is another skill we can use to boost with, but it does use energy and it uses ammo. So we tend to prefer smash boosting over cannon boosting. Smash boosting tends to work best when you have some kind of incline in front of you, as where if you have a slope in front of you going down, then it'd be better to try cannon boost. Here's some more chests. I don't think we need that anymore, but it's tradition. I'll go ahead and do the puzzle because why not? Because shards. And we'll check. That is a lot of chests. Well, we'll see if we can make up all this time. There we go. I think I'm going to start using the analog stick for that transition there. And we got Sharp Edge. Alright. Since we did get Sharp Edge, I'm gonna see if I have enough shards from all those chests to get our second perk slot. And I do. We're gonna throw on Sharp Edge and Nemesis. Alright, let's go do Dominion. So at this point, we've cleared all of the Region 1 mini-bosses. We're about to clear the Region 1 main boss. We've also picked up all of the hidden shards in Region 1, 2, and 3. Which, after this, will give us 3 Elder Shards with which we can burn at the incinerator for shards. Before going on to do the Region 2 and Region 3 main bosses. That was a little close, but Steel Spine rank 2. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go burn our shards. The shard burning is a part of the resist storyline. Basically, with Elder Shards, you can choose to either corrupt your skills with them. There are 7 shards, 7 skills. Corrupting the skills gives you different versions of them. You're basically corrupting Esh as you go. Burning them in the incinerator is part of the resist storyline. You get a different ending from the neutral ending if you choose to either burn all 7 shards or corrupt all 7 skills. If you do any other combination or don't do anything with the shards, you'll just get the neutral ending, which is the ending that we'll be getting as a part of any percent. So now that we have those, let's go spend some more shards. We're going to keep our Sharp Edge and Nemesis on for the next boss. We're going to grab our 4th energy slot, grab some shield regeneration, grab some armor, grab some more crit damage. Let me grab that crit. And we'll start working our way there. Yep. Oh. That would be useful if it would last until the boss. So we'll see if it does. I think it's a little early for that. So we'll start going up here. I try to grab chests here if I can. Just because, like I said earlier, these have the most shards in them in Region 2. They're generally easier to kill than the Region 3 chests. So provided they're en route, especially when we have Sharp Edge and Hysteria's Hammer. Ooh. Jebaited. I think we want to go up here. Oh. Let's not hit that chest. That will start a horde encounter. So, this is not the most optimal path I've seen to Hysteria before, but we're not going to let it discourage us because we've been getting some good commentary practice in. So like the Region 1 main boss, Hysteria also has 3 of these Elder Shard thingies sticking out of him. We will be beating on them until he dies. And trying to not die in the process. But I think I forgot to grab one of the skill nodes. There's a skill node, Salvation's Rebuke, that lets you damage enemy shots with your melee attack. And I don't think I grabbed that. Go on the outside of the melee attack. Okay. Somehow managed to do that. I'm gonna check to see if I did that without Salvation's Rebuke. Yep. We will definitely need that for Rivalry though. We're gonna keep Sharp Edge on and use Berserk for self-lock. We're going to grab the rest of our shield upgrades. And I think that's good. Salvation's Rebuke helps a lot with the Hysteria fight, but I think I just had enough shard investment that...
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again?
No. Thanks, Siri. I think I had just grabbed enough shards early game that I had more survivability than I normally do there. Berserk is helpful for just about any horde fight, just because it gives you a flat damage boost after killing so many mobs. I think it's like 25%. Alright. That was a really smooth self-lock fight. We will see if we can grab this down here, but we can't. We're gonna use Sharp Edge and our Steel Spine rank 2. Rivalry is the Region 3 main boss. My split is Ornstein and Smo because it's a boss fight. It's comprised of 2 smaller bosses. And when you kill one, the other gets angry. But the actual health pool is the crystal shard that's in the center. So you basically have to go through cycles of killing one or the other, dodging their attacks. The strategies I've been using, you kind of switch between the two. The floaty guy is Salvation, the guy with the minigun is Legion. That was a little messy, but we'll make up for that. The cycles are basically determined based off of either a timer or an amount of damage you do to the central node. Ooh, that reset him real quick for some reason. be a third cycle here. When you hit this third cycle, Salvation starts charging at you twice per minor cycle. And once we get to this 50% phase transition, I like to make sure I have a full finisher meter. We're going to start clearing out some of these bullets. Dodge Salvation. Then we're going to start killing Legion. Salvation has a very consistent charge cycle. You just want to try and use just the amount of energy that you need to dodge this pattern. And then for the last cycle, I like to just kill whoever is most convenient. Which, in this case, is probably Salvation, just because he'll keep charging at me. There we go. Grab as many of the shards as we can. 30,000 should be good. Now, we're going to do 3 back-to-back horde encounters. I'm going to double check my... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the third dark slot. We'll do Sharp Edge, Steel Spine, and Berserk. Actually, we'll do Sharp Edge, Berserk, and... No, yeah, we'll do that. We'll grab Dominion's Curse. And here I'm conflicted. Sometimes I like to grab another health elixir. Even though we will need to spend some more shards to make it actually useful. So these encounters are randomized. There's one of 2 encounters in each of the 3 that you'll do. I find this one to be one of the more difficult ones most of the time. already used most of my potions. So, we'll see how we do. Kind of wishing I had grabbed Life Absorb instead of Still Spine. This one usually isn't that bad. You just want to prioritize cultists when you start seeing the explodey bits coming up. I think that's all the cultists. Ugh. That got messy. This one is one of the easier ones for the third one. Or I think the easier of the two to have more or less safer strats on. But we'll see if I can hold that up. Oh my goodness. Alright, we did it. So this won't be a PB, but we did get some decent commentary in. Go ahead and upgrade that second potion, or our two potions. We'll throw on Rebirth for a little bit of safety. And we don't have enough shards for that. Let's grab some damage. Grab some damage. Unlike most of the other bosses, where I tend to prefer going from bottom to top with the shards, this one I tend to prefer making sure I clear out the top one first. Which can be tricky because we want to try to control how and where we're spawning these ghosts. There we go. Alright, we got that one. We're gonna go ahead and let him do his laser party again. There we go. And the RTA timer, and I suppose in-game timer, I mean, the leaderboard rules say to just stop your RTA timer when you lose control of Ish at the end. So let's see how we did. $106.31. Not bad. It's like, this is my PB down here, so that is a solid run.